Hello, it's me, Rachel, and let's go back into Harvester. So, last time there was just like a lot of information to take in. One thing that Stephanie said was that she was hearing weird noises in the background. Not in the, I mean, I'm hearing weird noises in the background. what is that noise? I don't know. But she said she was hearing weird things in the bathroom. So, let's go into the bathroom, but first let's look around here. The air freshener. This device is slowly releasing noxious smelling chemicals into the hallway. Okay. Okay. The vase. Tupperware. As plastic plants go, this one seems cool. This is Stephanie's room. This plastic plant needs a good watering. Several books about red meat and its importance to living well. Your makeup looks just fine. Oh, thank you. This plastic plant has enough water to last a good while. The thing. It's, one of those things. These books are obviously fakes. The shoes! A pair of ceramic baby shoes. I thought we could maybe get some shoes to give to that weird kid who takes the papers. The closet door won't budge. Oh, maybe this is the bathroom. Yeah, okay, we're in the bathroom. Nice and quiet in here. This plastic plant is apparently dead. Okay. The wall picture is crooked. She's purty. That's all it says. The sink. It's covered with what appears to be toothpaste, pubic hair, and snot. Medicine cabinet. The medicine cabinet reeks of various toiletries. Ooh, we can operate on it. Let's open this shit. Oh boy, let's look in their medicine cabinet. Aspirin. Got a headache? This aspirin should do the trick. We can take it! Yes, we put it into our inventory. Oral lube. A jar of extra strength oral lube. Great for getting in and out of tight spots. We can take that too. Cough medicine. 1 hour cough medicine. Let's take that too. Disinfectant. Warning. Yeast disinfectant. Disinfectant. Not to be used for baking cookies. We can't take that. Vitamins. New zippy vitamins will pick you up. Take that, thank you. Tampons. Better ask Stephanie about these. We can take those too. Toothpaste. Be sure to roll it up the tube from the bottom. I still struggle with that. Floss. Dental floss. 300 yards of it. Can't take it. Band-aids. Can't take those. Okay. The toilet. Let's look at the toilet. Why not, Operate the toilet. Funny. Let's look out the window. This window affords a spectacular view of aluminum siding. Toilet paper. Feels like coarse sandpaper. It'd be painful to wipe with this stuff. I don't like it. People who buy cheap toilet paper, what are you doing? The towels are stiff as boards. Wads of used tissues fill this trash can. Some of them stuck to the sides. Yucky. Mr. Potsdam has been taking this plastic plant joke too far. Bathtub. A thin layer of hair coats virtually every inch of ceramic, and the rubber ducky has seen better days. Okay. Anything else we can click on? I don't think so. Let's look at our inventory. Aspirin, cough medicine, vitamins, tampons, oral lube.
Well, that didn't work.
Okay. Let's get out of here. No, she said she was hearing a weird noise in the bathroom, but I don't hear anything. Operate the wall picture. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Stephanie, why are you wearing lingerie? Oh, I feel dirty. Oh. I feel like I should tell Stephanie about that. Someone's been using this plastic plant as a toilet. No. Oh, we saw that already. Okay, Stephanie, I got some news for you.
Steve, it's good to talk to you.
Okay, I was just trying to tell you. Painting. Painting.
You're not making sense.
Peep hole.
Stephanie, I think you should know. There's a peephole hidden behind the picture in the bathroom.
You mean a peephole? They're spying on me?
I'm afraid so.
So that's the scraping I hear every night. The picture sliding along the wall. Oh, disgusting. I've got to get out of here, Steve. The thought of that fat slob watching me.
I'll question Potsdam about it. Maybe if he knows I know, it'll scare him off.
Thank you, Steve.
Her happy face.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Let's put in lingerie.
You're not making sense.
Sexy.
You're not making sense.
Duty.
You're not making sense.
I'm still haunted by the mom's,
Come back and visit me soon, okay?
I'm still haunted by his mom's explanation of, like, marriage duties. Okay, the closet won't budge. Let's go back downstairs. Mr. Potsdam, explain.
If it isn't my favorite son-in-law, what brings you here again? Beg pardon?
You've got a peephole in the upstairs bathroom. It looks in on Stephanie's room.
Well, I'll be darned.
Okay, we have some good answers here. You've been spying on your daughter, haven't you? Or, obviously, Mrs. Potsdam is a lesbian. Or 3, look like the house's previous owner was a pervert. Let's go with the lesbian one, that's funny.
Mrs. Potsdam's never been to Lebanon in her life.
Someone's peeping in on Stephanie. If it's not Mrs. Potsdam, then who is it?
Seems that Mrs. Potsdam has a little problem. I'll handle it myself. Thanks for calling this to my attention, Steve.
Then you won't mind if I tell Stephanie about it.
Now, there's no need to scare Stephanie with this business.
I guess not. So long as you patch that hole.
Well, I guess I could hang that picture somewhere else.
I thought you had no idea where it was.
Stephanie already knows.
Stop mumbling, Steve. I can't understand you at all.
Bye.
Stop mumbling,
Bye. Let's get out of this creepy fucking house. His walking. Alright, this is the Johnson residence. This is an abandoned house. The cemetery, Shady Oaks Mortuary, and the lodge. Oh, we have a whole map. Post office, general store, barber shop, missile base, meat plant, Gain Memorial School, TV station, fire station, police station, newspaper building, Edna's Diner, Wayward Hotel, and I think this is all we can go to. Okay. So, Stephanie said that we should check out the lodge, but I don't know if I'm ready to go there just yet. Let's make our way. Let's go to the Johnson residence. Mr. Johnson erected an impenetrable fortress to protect his Tucker during the night. The Tucker. During the day, Mr. Johnson keeps watch over his precious 48 Tucker. Anything else to click on? The garage, the windows. No. Let's talk to Mr. Johnson.
Hello, Steve. How's the husband-to-be?
God, this guy.
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm alright.
All right. You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded.
Gross.
Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. Though if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right. And you are...
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the Tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you.
Let's talk about Stephanie.
Speaking of Stephanie, I still haven't gotten an invitation to the wedding yet.
I don't have anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon. You could use the back seat of my Tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big, believe you me. I'd drive you around, and I wouldn't look in the back seat, I guarantee it. Though if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay.
How about this? You're a fucking pervert.
I don't take your meaning.
Tucker.
Heck of an automobile, isn't she? Damn shame I have to sit out here and watch over her all the time. But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball.
Can I take a look at it?
Don't see why not, but don't touch her. I'm mighty particular about my Tucker. I had the garage remodeled like a fortress, so I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew.
Curfew. Edna.
Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that turned me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence, and her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good hard penis.
Edna's Diner, child, penis. I'm going with penis.
What makes you so sure she needs a penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else? Like maybe that damn Sheriff Dwayne?
Dwayne.
He's over at DNA's Diner every day from noon to 1, eating his dadgum pie. And I got a feeling he'd like Edna for dessert. Sure, it's the only diner in town, but I'm sure he's got more on his mind than food.
Jesus Christ. Child. Let's try Edna's Diner.
I'll admit DNA's Diner does good business. But money isn't everything to a woman. Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it. Rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails. Edna! Edna! So, how's Stephanie? Speaking of Stephanie,
I don't...
that's okay.
Child.
Karen's only 5 years old. Since Mr. Fitzpatrick passed away, in Edna's arms and legs, I might add, Edna's been raising Karen on her own. What a shame. To deprive a little girl of a positive male role model, and her mama of a fine, stiff penis.
I'm like so disgusted by him. Like,
What makes you...
You saying Edna...
so why do they keep calling it DNA's diner when it's Edna's diner? Viagra.
I don't take your meaning.
So I really don't like this guy, and I really don't want to talk to him anymore. Lodge.
I don't take your meaning.
Bye.
Bye now.
That was so uncomfortable. Like, I don't like him. During the day, Mr. Let's look at the car. I thought we could look at the car. He said we could examine it. Whatever. Can I punch him? Yeah, come here, old man. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. That's what you get for being a fucking nasty old pervert. I bet he's the one that put the peephole in there. Let's go to this abandoned house. This isn't creepy or anything. The perfect nesting grounds for wasps. The overhang is also a perfect nesting ground for wasps. There's a car, which is the perfect nesting ground for wasps. I'm so uncomfortable. Look at these wasp nests. Oh, Jesus Christ. And a painting of a wasp. The icebox is sealed shut with wasp nests. The nest. A wasp nest. This is horrifying. From the sound of it, these cabinets are infested with wasps. This game is so... Oh, talk to Tetsuya Crumb. Oh yeah, the mom brought this lady up.
It's not often that I get visitors.
Are you the wasp woman?
I am Tetsuya Crumb. The ignorant of harvest called me the wasp woman. A pejorative, no doubt, born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey, the Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps.
Wasps. There's a lot here. Honey, sacrifice, pleasure, and wasps. Let's go with honey.
The politics of honey are intertwined with the age-old struggle of the aesthetic versus the commercial. Because I choose to raise wasps instead of bees, I'm frowned upon by the community. Why? Well, raising bees is acceptable because they produce honey. But sometimes it's not what is produced, so much as what is performed.
I don't see any particular use for wasps.
Why must everything have a use? Is money always the determining factor? More slender, more aerodynamic than the bee, The wasp is a joy to behold. Beautiful and juicy. Isn't that enough to compensate for the little drawbacks? Well, as you can see, the little darlings do love to sting. Another source of prejudice for the masses, and another reason to love them. Bees are like animals. They sting only for a reason, for sacrifice. They have no conception of individual sensation, of pleasure. Yes, a great deal of pleasure. The wasp is a sensual being, not a laborer, hedonistic instead of industrial. Some think them quick to anger. In truth, they are easily swayed to ecstasy. They penetrate your flesh, and the muscular contractions in their thorax as they pump venom could be likened to the muscular contractions of ejaculation. Each painful welt, an act of love. When a bee stings, it rips itself apart and dies for its audacity. This appeals to those raised worshipping a god that demands sacrifice and atonement. But the wasp is promiscuous. They are not as sympathetic to the masses because they don't die when they sting. They live to sting another day, and they take pleasure from it.
We did pleasure already.
Yes, a great each.
Let's talk about wasps.
Regard the wasp. Wasps produce nothing for others, but only for themselves. Wasps build nests and more wasps, nothing more. They spread into eaves and attics, not to make honey for supermarkets, but to buzz and rustle on their own paper, perpetuating their own agenda, growing stealthily, surely. The most relentless of insects.
Yeah, we'll keep them away from innocent children. Okay. Wasp disgust me. Let's go with the innocent children one, because our baby sister.
Innocent children. What better way to describe the wasp? Carefree, wild, beautiful things. If they wish to share their love with babies, or any of the rest of you ignorant hicks, that is not my concern. A triviality.
Oh, she does not care about the lodge. You want to come to my wedding?
A triviality. A
Oh,
triviality.
okay, so that's just what she says to everything. If you don't, she doesn't know what you're saying. Okay, bye, wasp lady. Honestly, cool. I respect her conviction. I guess we should go to the lodge. Oh, Jesus. It's like fucking I was not expecting this. Sorry, that just really threw me. But yeah, the symbol on the banners and on the floor, I've seen that before, and that was also on Wasp's eyes. Tapestry. It looks as ancient as the building itself. Hole. Excuse me, the hole. Red eyes gleam with eerie malevolence from the darkness. Oh yeah, you see him? little bitty pixel eyes. The wall. The masonry looks as though it may be from the Dark Ages. The pipe. Alarming green sludge oozes from the drain. I'd call that alarming. Okay, let's talk to Sergeant at... Sorry, I'm having the hiccups or something. Let's talk to the Sergeant at Arms.
Only initiates may enter the hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Did you say something?
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Telepathy? But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment warrant my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge?
What kind of knowledge?
Forbidden knowledge, the forgotten pleasures, and pleasures as yet undiscovered. But such is not for the likes of you. Not yet. You must first fill out an application to be considered for initiation into the mysteries.
Why should I have to fill out a stupid form?
Members of the Order are privy to many hidden truths.
Such as?
They know what the trees whisper to the wind to make it howl. They know what the worm knows as it squirms in a rotting leg. They know what you've forgotten.
You're talking about my amnesia, aren't you? You know, I think I can live without knowing that stuff, but let's go with the amnesia one.
When you find the path, truth will be revealed to you. When you possess the truth, you will know what you knew. And if anything remains forgotten, then it was never worth the knowing. Have you obtained an application from the postmaster?
Not yet.
If you would find knowledge, you must seek it from the first realization of the wanting.
Get an application as soon as I can.
Whether you do or not matters little to me. Many are called, but few chosen.
So we need an application. Where do we get an application? Let's just keep going. Alright, so it's our house, the general store, the post office. I feel like it's probably at the post office, but let's go to the general store first. Phelps. The neon letters shone relentlessly, eternally frozen at 4:05. Air conditioned. The air conditioner. A tired air conditioner wheezes in the unseasonal heat. Oh, you guys didn't get global warming yet. It was 1953. Yum! Creamed asparagus tips. 2 for 49 cents. Harvest bake sale this Friday in the school gym. The fire hydrant. A phallic symbol thrusting boldly upwards from the concrete, ever ready to spew forth. God, what is this? Let's talk to the handyman. He's too busy working to notice you. Okay, let's go into the store. What's the worst that could happen? I feel like I want to save my game. Ugh, this really creeps me out. Save. I don't know why I saved in spot 25. It was like the only space it would let me click on. The barrel. Empty barrels that smell like pickles. 3 copies are made here. The TB, a shoddy old TB missing the VHF knob. I don't even know what that is. The shelf. The shelf contains a variety of odd items for sale. The box, an empty meat box. The vacuum. The new and improved Succulux Super Suck Vacuum Cleaner. It really sucks. The projector. An old 16mm projector with Gain Memorial stenciled on it. The barrel. This empty barrel reeks of rotting meat. Dead roaches and bits of arid grit coat the water cooler's bone-dry reservoir. Now let's talk to Mrs. Phelps. Mrs. Phelps. Do we know her? Whatever.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Gein Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious. I need some help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia, in which case I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory, in which case I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge.
I did that.
That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
What the fuck?
Don't know. My so-called mother keeps him locked in his room, and I can't get in.
Care to buy anything today?
Sure.
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Operate the shelf. Okay. Examine the coffee cans. A cow is bleeding a robust coffee on these Harvest Blend coffee can labels. The wrench. A slightly used wrench. You must pay Mrs. Phelps before you can buy anything. How do we pay? Examine the adult magazine. Adult magazine for 25 cents. Soup cans. Cans of soup. Or possibly rat poison? Yeah, I don't know any cans of soup that have skulls and crossbones on them. Tape. Black electrical tape. Well, what are we supposed to... How do we pay? Do we even have money? Fuck, I don't know. Fuck, whatever. Oh, I guess he could give her money, but we don't have money. We just have tampons. Do you want the tampon?
That's nice, dear.
Okay. But we don't have any money. So I guess we gotta leave. Alright. Examine the debris. Tape and broken glass. Obviously a professional break-in. Well, that was weird. Let's go to the post office. 40% off. Packing peanuts, assorted colors. Oddly enough, this fire hydrant doesn't have any description. The cup. A crushed paper cup with smudged lipstick on it. Okay. Ooh. This window looks like Mr. Pastorelli forgot to put out the paper for Jimmy. Yeah, there's a big hole in the window. The flag. An old glory flag. What else can I look at? Okay, let's go inside. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot going on here. A map. Typical. Okay. Harvest is in the center. Boxes. These mailboxes seem hardly used. The woman. A blind woman is trying to read her mail. But we can't talk to her. Okay. The clocks. 3 clocks, 3 times. Bake sale! Bake sale! Talk to Postmaster Boyle. Yeah, this has to be it.
Yes?
I need some help. Mr.
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today?
I'd like a lodge application.
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on. You must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork.
Can I go get one at the lodge instead?
Afraid not, son. You can't get them anywhere but the post office. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right.
Copy.
Don't mumble, son. Can't understand you.
Application.
I certainly don't wish to discourage you from joining, young man. That's just what you should be striving for. But I can't break the rules for you. You keep trying. You'll get in eventually.
Make a copy. There's a copy machine at the general store.
Don't mumble, son. Can't understand you.
Ugh.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code. Sorry, son, no time to talk. Neither rain nor sleet nor snow nor hell shall keep the mail from its appointed rounds.
Okay.
Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Alright, let's get out of here. I don't wanna... The fuck? Let's go to the barber shop. Pastorelli's barber shop. Not a whole lot to look at here. Let's go inside. Okay, there's a lot going on here. There's an alien head on the wall. An unfortunate extraterrestrial who journeyed hundreds of light years to wind up mounted on a barber's wall. Okay, the TV. The dangling television is sure to cause neck strain at this angle. The cow head. It takes true sportsmen to hunt down these dangerous cows. The sculpture. Made of solidified mousse and sticky hairspray, this lovely mannequin is a work of art. The sheep. Except for its occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. Mr. Parsons, Mr. Swell, and Mr. Pastorelli. Examine the picture. I'm having trouble clicking on stuff. Colonel Buster Monroe flipping the bird from his B-17 cockpit. Clem Parsons took this rare photograph of an extraterrestrial. A picture of young Mr. Pastorelli, spaghetti on his mouth and all. The light switch. Operate the light switch. Miss Pastorelli motions you to stay away from the switch. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Pastorelli. Why can't I click on anything? Come on, click. Mr. Pastorelli doesn't respond, not speaking English. Okay, let's, Let's talk to Mr. Swell.
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete Swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say.
Mr. Pastorelli?
Pastorelli's a rube from way back. Ask Clem Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen.
Plumbing.
Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet.
Oh wait, I already clicked that. Yeah. Siding?
Stop funning around now.
Aluminum siding.
Steve, aluminum siding can't get a fair shake no more. Started when those firemen came to harvest, filling people's heads with newfangled notions like color coordination and interior design. You can paint aluminum, you know, if you want to. But even so, I can't seem to move it anymore. Not even to a rube like Pastorelli. Thank God for the plumbing.
Yeah. Let's ask him about sheep.
Can't understand why Pastorelli keeps that nasty thing in here. Must remind him of the pastures in Italy. Kinda like why I keep wrenches under my pillow, so's I can dream about plumbing.
And then I think we already did that one, right?
Pastorelli's
Okay, bye! Alright, yeah, thank you.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
Yeah, Mr. Swell. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Parsons.
Hello there, youngster. You see them aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come I never seen none of them saucers, Clem?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastorelli did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry.
Yeah, there was a crop circle and a field in the opening animation. Alright.
The Pastorelli's a funny sort. Foreigner, don't you know? He cuts hair pretty good, but he don't know spit about nothing else. You just ask him to hook up an alarm system if you need convincing.
He's a little racist. Xenophobic.
Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang idiot cross-wired it to the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying. Tarnation! Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough.
Sure enough, aliens.
Well, son, the ways of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sportsmen. What you gotta remember is, your average alien is smarter than your average human, so you gotta be extra careful building your blind if you want to bag one.
You hunt aliens.
Son, after nailing an alien, you can never go back to quail. What, you think you can get one of those at a swap meet? Line your blind with lead to fool their sensing machines. Lay real quiet and wait. Preferably in the woods around the nuclear base. Oh, they love messing around out there.
Why not wait outside your field, Clem? Wait for 'em to come a-carving.
Oh, they do their crop doodles with zap guns, you darn fool. Don't you know nothing? Besides, ain't no place to put the blind out in the field. Now, you listen to Clem Parsons if you want to tag an unearthly being. They cross the void, wondering what lies beyond, all the time not knowing that what awaits them is buckshot.
What were the other things? Crop circles.
Danged if I follow you, Steve. Anytime, Steve.
Let's try talking to him again.
I can't talk now, son. I'm busy with this game.
Okay. What I don't like like about this is like if you don't remember all the original options at the start, you just kind of lose those options. The lodge. Let's try that.
Danged if I follow you, Steve.
Wedding.
Danged if I follow you, Steve.
Farm.
Danged if I follow you, Steve.
Plumbing.
Danged if I...
Mr. Swell.
Danged if I follow you, Steve.
Sheep.
Danged if I follow you, Steve.
Game.
Danged if I follow you, Steve.
Pole.
Why, that barber's pole of his is his pride and joy. Brought it all the way over from Italy, wrapped all special-like. It ain't nothing but colored glass with some bulbs stuck up in it, but he thinks it's the be-all, end-all. Installed that alarm system just to protect it. Though who in tarnation would want to steal a worthless piece of junk like that? I don't know.
Maybe them aliens, Clem.
Oh, Pete, don't be ignorant. Them aliens don't give a fig for no colored glass. You think if they can build spaceships, they can't make a dadgum barber pole? Crazy hick don't know nothing about science. Pastorelli shelled out for an...
That's about... Oh, okay. Bye.
Anytime, Steve.
Alright. So that was... I like him. He's probably like my second favorite person. The barber's pole. A fancy barber's pole secured to the wall with straight slot screws. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Come on. The missile base. Let's just go over here. What is this man doing? This base is well stocked with missiles. I mean, the booth. Oddly enough, this guard booth is the only building on the base. Fence. An electrified chain link fence surrounds the base. The B-17. These aircraft appear to be well maintained. Let's talk to this guy.
Oh, who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right. This is Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien. You see their ships every now and then. Sometimes Swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
These are nuclear missiles?
Goddamn right they are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2, when I got my lower torso shot off in the war.
Okay.
Those pennywaists in Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue in the military. That's why they gave me this nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Is I'm actually going to take a picture of the... Oh, hi, it's me. I'm going to take a picture of all the things so I don't forget any of them. Alright, so there's a lot going on here. You know what this game reminds me of? It's like Twin Peaks. It's a weird town with all kinds of weird people, and nothing is quite as it seems. There's weird conspiracies going on. Commie bastards. Let's go with that one first.
Frankly, all these questions are making me a little suspicious of you. Maybe you're one of those pink-blooded Americans. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't shoot you right now?
No, not really. You can't shoot me. I'm an American. I have rights. Let's go with no, not really.
I appreciate your honesty, comrade.
Holy shit. I can't believe I just lost the game. Oh my god. So where did we leave off last time? Oh, I hope I saved good, like... Oh no, okay. I'm gonna go through the rest of the... Or did I talk to her? Hold on.
Can I help you, dear?
I'm fuzzy.
Shaw.
I'm
Well, they care to buy. Just point.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll go through the barbershop again, and see you on the other side. Oh, and the post office too. Fuck. Okay, saving my game. Okay, I'm gonna try and go back here again.
Oh.
That?
So
You are.
Colonel, these are nuke. Goddamn right.
Well,
Say
then.
that's when I. Those penny waste. That's why.
The button. Let's talk about the button.
Why are you asking about the button, son?
I'm just a little nervous about it. I mean, suppose an accident happens.
Don't get your panties in a bunch, mister. The button is perfectly safe. I keep it on my person all the time.
Yeah, we saw.
No commie bastard is getting his mitts on this button. No siree, Bob. No one initiates a nuclear holocaust and harvest except me. Now, doesn't that make you feel better?
I feel like this game just has so many quotable lines.
Son, when you've had your buddy shot in half, you know a thing or two about fear. You learn that when something actually happens, it's never as bad as you imagine it would be. Oh, sure, I can't write my name in the snow. I had to shell out a few simoleons for portable IV drips, colostomy bags, and so on. The pain is hardly what I'd call constant. I have my good days when I pass out completely. We're never asked to endure more than we're capable of handling, mister. Folks would die in a nuclear holocaust, but nobody would die who wasn't going to die anyway, sooner or later. And the rest of us? Why, we'd take a little R&R at the old radiation bunker, climb out in 2 weeks, and go back to work, refreshed and ready to contribute as productive members of society again. Makes me wonder why I don't just push the button and take me a nice vacation. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't?
Oh god. No reason I can think of, Colonel. Blast away. Let's try. It would be nice, Colonel, but we've all got to follow orders.
You're right, soldier. I'm sorry. Sometimes the intense pain clouds my mind. The kookaburras start whispering to me about the pretty mangoes and the high trees, and I know they can see me. They see all of us. Can't you hear them? chattering with the llamas behind our backs. They want our cornflakes, but they won't take the milk!
Okay, kookaburras.
Have you lost your mind? You think you can toy with me just because I have no lower torso, you damn kid, you? Or maybe you're one of those commie bastards.
Not lower torso.
You say before you came to harvest, your lower torso was shot off in the war?
That's right. I was behind enemy lines. The night was dark. The rain wet. Plastique I was supposed to rig the bridge with, precariously sandwiched between my knees as I crawled in the muddy mud. I didn't see the Jerry taking aim at me with his machine gun until half of me was flying through the air. With a quick spray of bullets in a straight line, he'd shot my body clean in two. My lower body landed at that Jerry's feet. I can still hear him, laughing as I started crawling in the general direction of England, calling behind me in broken English, "Mein Freund, where is your legs? Looky, what have we here? Some legs? Hey, did anyone lose some legs?" I'll never forget looking back over my shoulder and seeing that crowd doing the can-can with my legs. Still a few weeks later, with only my compass and a pair of nylons, I made it back to safety. Now the Krauts are our friends and the commie bastards are our enemies. But even so, there's at least one crowd out there that I'll never invite over to Sunday dinner.
Harvest.
Harvest is a fine town, steeped in traditional American values. But that lodge, well, it makes me suspicious, don't mind saying it. They've got their fingers into everything around here. Like a certain red commie bastard menace which shall be nameless.
Let's say we'll stay away from the lodge.
You read me wrong, mister. I think you should join the lodge, infiltrate it, and report back on any red sympathizers.
Okay.
Your report could affect my decision on what I've got to do.
Okay. What were the other things we could ask him? Let's not do the commie bastard one, because, that one seemed to make him mad. Okay, let's try emotional instability.
Of course, they wouldn't have given you the, button if you were really, say, emotionally unstable.
Of course not. I was given a full exam by my captors in the concentration camp when I was captured during my second penetration behind enemy lines. A year after I lost my lower torso. It was quite thorough.
What did it say?
I don't know. I can't read German. Okay, yeah, you can't get shot in two equal but separate portions without feeling a little down. Who wouldn't? That doesn't mean I'm unbalanced. A little lighter maybe, but my balance is fine. Still, is it abnormal to harbor doubts late at night when your boots in the corner mock you? Is it sick to want to poke them in their eyelets and rip out their laughing tongues? Then you feel bad, and you invite them under the covers with you, but will they come? Oh no! Spit and polish, tromp, 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 a long, long way to Tipperary, especially when you're waddling on your hands. Get some gloves, they say, in their high-pitched little voices, and snicker in the bootlocker, talking to my jockstrap behind my back. They all deserve a good nuclear holocaust.
Intestines was the other one.
The funny thing about it is, you wouldn't think so, but you've got about 3 miles of intestines in your body, all curled up. Now that came in handy as I gauged my progress. While I crawled from Germany to England, my intestines would unravel, such that every 3 miles I'd have to roll them back up and stuff them back in. It became my benchmark, what I lived for. Every time I stuffed my intestines back in, I knew I was 3 miles closer to freedom. And this way, I kept my sanity. That's what I told those idiots in Washington. But did they listen? No. Some weak sister shrink said I was too emotionally unstable to kill Koreans, so they transferred me to this boring stockpile of armed nuclear warheads. And to top it off, those pansy firemen won't let me join the Harvest Volunteer Fire Department. Oh, it makes you wonder, what's the point of going on?
The firemen. Let's talk about the firemen.
I wanted to get back into the thick of the action and out of this desk job, but those firemen are a damn peculiar bunch of ladies. I thought they'd object to my lack of a lower body, but they wouldn't let me join the fire department because they said I couldn't draw naked men. Can't draw naked men? Who the hell wants to? I could draw one if I was a sick commie pervert. Look, I did this last night. What do you think?
That's a fine drawing, Colonel.
Thank you, son. You're a good soldier.
I feel like that's as much as I can take from this guy, and as much as I can take from this game right now. So, I'm going to save the game again. And, yeah, that's where I'll cut this one short, or whatever. So thank you so much for watching. This has been a very strange ride so far. And, I'll see you again soon. Be good. Bye-bye.